Yuki Tsunoda is having a tough time in Formula One, and things aren't getting any easier, even with kind words from Red Bull bosses Christian Horner and Helmut Marko. In the recent race in Barcelona, Yuki finished last in qualifying, and it wasn't because of bad weather or traffic. He was simply the slowest on the track. This poor performance is raising serious questions. Could his spot on the team be in danger? Some believe he's hurting Red Bull's chances in the Constructors' Championship, which ranks teams based on both drivers' points. So who could take his place next to Horner and Marko? And here's a bigger question. Is getting promoted to the main Red Bull team actually a good move for young drivers? The truth is, this P20 finish, 20th place, was way below what's expected at Red Bull. And remember Liam Lawson? He had just 2 rough races before he was sent back to the junior team. After Yuki's crash in Imola, and now this, some people are surprised he's still getting support. Yuki Tsunoda's rough time didn't start in Barcelona, it lasted the whole weekend. Even Red Bull team boss Christian Horner admitted they don't know how to help Yuki feel more confident in the car. "We tried to change the setup to make things better," Horner said. "But honestly, we're still not sure what's going wrong. We'll need to take a close look." Yuki struggled to find speed, and he was just as surprised as everyone else. During the race, he kept reporting over the radio that the car was sliding too much, meaning he didn't have enough grip in the back. That's a huge problem in F1, especially when your teammate, Max Verstappen, is fighting for pole position while you're stuck in last place. That kind of gap really stings. Now, Yuki may have to face some uncomfortable meetings with Helmut Marko and Horner. After all, he wasn't brought into the main team to finish last. So far in 2025, Yuki has scored just 10 points in 8 races, and 3 of those points came right at the beginning of the season. This move to Red Bull was supposed to be a big step forward, not the beginning of the end. And with rising young talent like Arvid Lindblad doing well in Formula 2, it's starting to look like, if things don't turn around soon, Yuki could be out of Formula 1 for good. After a disappointing weekend in Barcelona, Yuki Tsunoda opened up about how hard things have been. He said the car just didn't have grip right from the first practice session. "I've been saying it since FP1, he explained. "The car just wasn't gripping at all. We tried everything to fix it, but no matter what changes we made, nothing really helped. It felt all over the place." That's not what anyone expected from a driver who's now in his 5th Formula 1 season, especially after spending so much time with Red Bull's sister team. Yuki had outperformed teammates like Daniel Ricciardo and Nyck de Vries in the past. He even matched Liam Lawson when they raced together. But now, Lawson got picked for the 2025 season, and after 2 poor races, finishing 20th in qualifying twice and 18th in the sprint race, it's clear expectations weren't that high to begin with. Yuki doesn't have a spotless record either. He's been involved in crashes that cost the team a lot of money, and his poor results may have dropped Red Bull down in the Constructors' Championship standings. If Red Bull wants to stay competitive, they need a strong second driver. Someone like Carlos Sainz would be ideal, but we all know that move isn't happening anytime soon. Carlos Sainz recently revealed that he did talk to Red Bull about possibly joining the team, but it didn't work out. "They didn't want me, for various reasons," he said. "We couldn't reach an agreement. People who follow Formula 1 probably know why. I've got nothing against them." So what does this tell us about Red Bull's decision making? For one, it looks like they still don't have a clear answer for who should be their second driver. The last time they had 2 strong drivers on the same team was back in 2018, when Daniel Ricciardo left. Since then, we've seen a rotating door of drivers: Pierre Gasly, Alex Albon, Sergio Perez, Liam Lawson, and now Yuki Tsunoda. Interestingly, Gasly and Albon have gone on to do really well with other teams. Perez is now out of the sport. Lawson and Tsunoda, however, are still trying to survive in what many call a high-pressure, even toxic Red Bull environment. And nobody feels that pressure more than Yuki right now. Team boss Christian Horner made it clear, if Yuki wants to stay at Red Bull, he needs to step up. "He's got the toughest job in Formula 1, being Max Verstappen's teammate," Horner said. "Yuki is doing a good job scoring points, but if he wants a seat next year, he has to keep getting better." The message is loud and clear. Yuki's time is running out. The media wasn't too happy with Christian Horner's short, vague comments about Yuki Tsunoda's future, so under pressure, Horner opened up a bit more. "It's still early for Yuki," he explained. "He's had some good moments, made it into Q3, scored points, even from the pit lane, but he's also had a few crashes. He just needs more time. Driving these cars is all about confidence, and we need to help him find that." Horner added that they still believe Yuki has potential. "We see flashes of speed, we just need to see him put it all together. I think he can." But behind the scenes, there's already talk about who might take Yuki's place. The name most people are hearing is Isaac Hadjar, another young Red Bull driver waiting for his big break. The question is, Would promoting Hadjar actually be a smart move? Honestly, it's hard to say. The second seat at Red Bull has become almost like a curse. Many drivers who were promoted ended up struggling or being quietly pushed out. It's starting to feel like a promotion to Red Bull is more like a trap. Still, this is bad news for Yuki. If Red Bull decides to replace him, it likely won't be a soft exit like Gasly or Lawson. It could mean the end of his F1 career. Red Bull also has to think about the long game, and their future likely lies with rising star Arvid Lindblad, who's quickly making a name for himself in Formula 2. So while Yuki fights to prove himself, the clock is ticking, and Red Bull's next move might already be decided. So let's be real, if things don't improve for Yuki Tsunoda in 2025, it might be the end of his Formula 1 career. Harsh? Maybe, but at this level, results are everything. Now, many fans are probably wondering, is it really the driver? How is it possible that no one has been able to match Max Verstappen at Red Bull for more than 7 years? And it's not like the drivers who failed at Red Bull were slow. Pierre Gasly and Alex Albon both left the team and went on to perform well with other teams. Even 2016 world champion Nico Rosberg had something to say about it. He doesn't believe the second Red Bull car is easy for anyone to drive. Look at Verstappen, Rosberg said. He's fighting for wins. And Yuki Tsunoda in the same car is dead last. Can you believe that? There has to be something going on with that second car. Rosberg isn't alone. British F1 commentator David Croft also spoke out, saying Red Bull may simply have the wrong driver next to Max. Croft explained that the RB21, Red Bull's car, is tricky to handle, and that Red Bull is unlikely to sign a proven star like Lando Norris, George Russell, or Carlos Sainz to fill that second seat. And as much respect as Croft has for Yuki, now the most experienced Japanese F1 driver in history, he didn't hold back. Yuki is a good driver, he said, but he's not a race winner yet. Getting within 2 or 3 tenths of Max Verstappen is a massive challenge, but Red Bull is a championship-winning team, so it's not too much to ask. Now here's the big question. If Isaac Hadjar gets the call from Helmut Marko or Christian Horner, should he even take the Red Bull seat? On paper, it sounds like a dream come true. A promotion to one of the top teams in Formula 1? Who wouldn't say yes? But when you take a closer look at the history, maybe Hadjar should think twice. Every young driver who stepped into that second Red Bull seat has struggled, and it's not just about talent. It's about the fact that everything in the team seems to revolve around Max Verstappen. He has the rare ability to drive that car beyond its limits. He can make it look better than it really is. So the real question becomes, is the car actually that good, or is Max just making it look that way? And if that's true, it's hard to see anyone else, Hadjar included, getting the RB21 into the top 5 on a regular basis. So, what do you think about Red Bull's situation with Yuki Tsunoda, and do you believe we'll see a third driver in that second seat before the 2025 season ends? And there you have it, the full breakdown of Yuki Tsunoda's struggles, Red Bull's second seat curse, and the rising pressure on young drivers like Isaac Hadjar. This situation isn't just about lap times, it's about expectations, confidence, and surviving the most high-pressure environment in Formula 1. Whether Tsunoda can turn it around or Red Bull makes another bold move, only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the drama at Red Bull is far from over. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on all the twists and turns in the world of Formula 1, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.